Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope everybody will be fine at home. I welcome you again after vacations have been announced due to COVID-19 by government. I hope you remember the topic which we were discussing in that class last time. It was To Blossoms. To Blossoms is a poem written by Robert Herrick. Robert Herrick is one of the dominant figure when we talk about English literature poetry. This man is 17th century poet. This man was apprenticed to his uncle and he was a goldsmith and jeweler, but this man Robert Herrick left that apprenticeship because he wanted to focus on his studies. So today we have his poem To Blossoms. When we talk about blossom, it is the word blossom is pronounced like this, blossom. So many students pronounce it like blossom, but it's not actually blossom, it is blossom. The s is the sound, blossom. What's blossom? Blossom is a flower which is an indication of fruit. Remember this thing. It's not common flower. For example, we are having rose. Rose is also a flower. It gives a smell which is very beautiful. But blossom is that flower which is an indication of fruit. ये वो flower होता है जहाँ से fruit निकलेगा. This is very important point you have to keep in mind. So in this poem, actually Robert Herrick, poet, has compared human life with blossoms. Why? Because we wish blossoms to stay for a long span of time, to give us beauty, so that we will enjoy from your beauty. Same is the case with human life. Everybody wants to live life more, but it is not so. It is the rule of the nature that we have to face that death as blossoms are facing. So this is the main theme of the poem, that it has been compared with the human life. Why it has been compared with the human life? Because humans wish to live like blossoms. They will mesmerize others and they will give beauty to others and they will give relief to others and they will give, what I should say, so many other interesting things to the people. When the poem starts, actually Robert Herrick has divided the poem, whole poem, into 3 stanzas. Every stanza is consisting 5 lines. The first stanza of the poem starts like this. If you want to go on the book, please you may visit on page number, yes, it is 59. Please visit on page number 59. You will find the poem To Blossoms. It starts like this, and I will read it loud for you. Fair pledges of a fruitful tree, why do you fall so past? Your date is not so past, but you may stay yet here a while to blush and smile and go at last. It's like this. Fair pledges of a fruitful tree, why do you fall so fast? Your date is not so past, but you may stay yet here a while to blush and gently smile and go at last. Before I'll be discussing the first stanza of the poem, I want to tell you about some literary techniques of the poem. See, as per the first verse of the poem is concerned, fair pledges of a fruitful tree, why do you fall so fast? It ends actually here, tree, first line of the poem. Fair pledges of a fruitful tree. Tree is the last word of the first verse. I hope you understand. Second verse, why do you fall so fast? Last word of the second verse is fast. Last word of the first verse is tree. Last word of the second verse is fast. Last word of the third verse is past. Last word of the fourth verse is while. Last word of the fifth verse is smile. And last word of the last verse is last. Look at the words which I have encircled. First one is tree. Let me name it A. It's for example A. The last word of the second verse is fast. Tree, fast. No, sounds are not matching. So let me name it B. Last word of the third verse is past. Here the last word of the second verse is fast, and this one is past. Fast and past are matching, so it would be definitely B also, क्योंकि ये इसके साथ मिलता है. Sounds are matching, so there would be the names would be same. So look at the third verse. But you may stay yet here a while. While किसी के साथ नहीं मिलता है, न past के साथ, न fast के साथ, न tree के साथ. So इसका नाम हम देंगे C. Now the last word of the fourth line or fourth verse is smile. While, smile, matching sound, so again C. Last word of the last verse is last. It is matching with these two words, fast and past. So the name would be definitely B. Now you got one thing. The rhyme scheme of first stanza of the poem to blossoms is A, B, B, C, C and B. I hope you got it. A, B, B, C, C and B. So let me discuss the first stanza of the poem. Fair pledges of a fruitful tree. Fair means beautiful. I hope you remember it. It means beautiful. Fair pledge. Pledge is a sort of commitment. I have jotted down it here. Look, solemn promise, serious promise. It's a sort of commitment. What is sort of commitment? What is the promise? Blossom is the promise. I told you initially that blossom is that flower which will yield you fruit. So जहाँ पे blossom होगा वहीं पे fruit निकलेगा. हम कैसे आज कहेंगे क्योंकि इस पे blossom है. So blossom जिस जगह होता है उसी जगह fruit निकलेगा. So that's why poet wants to tell you that it is actually a sort of promise. It is actually sort of commitment that this flower will give you fruits this year. That's why you are saying अगर किसी tree पे blossoms होते हैं तो उस tree पे इस साल fruits होंगे. Why? क्योंकि इस पे blossoms है. So blossoms are sort of commitments. Blossoms are sort of promises, and they promise us that we will yield you fruit. That's why poet starts the poem with this: fair pledges of a fruitful tree. These blossoms are the promises, beautiful promises on that tree which would be filled with fruits this year. Why do you fall so fast? See, poet has used the word ye. You rarely find these words in your books. It's poetic usage and it means you. Y-O-U, you. Poets sometimes take help from ye words. It's archaic use, poetic use, so it means you. Why do you fall so fast? आप क्यों इतने तेजी से गिर रहे हो? Your date is not so past. You are not overdated yet. Why are you falling so fast? Actually, poet wants them to stay there. Why? Because he is enjoying the beauty of the blossoms and he doesn't want them to be down on the ground and let them mingle with that soil. He says them, you are looking beautiful on the trees and I request you to stay for a while on the trees and give me pleasure. But you may stay yet here a while to blush and gently smile. Please stay there. He requests us rather. Please stay there on the trees and give me pleasure. And give me pleasure. How? Because you are blushing and you are smiling. See, these flowers do not smile. Human beings smile. But when actually the flower unfolds its petals, that unfolding has been called smile by the poet. That has been called smile by the poet. So we know that these flowers do not smile, human beings smile, but here flowers have been given human attribution. इनको कौन से characteristics दी गई? इंसान की खसलतें दी गई. So this technique is called personification. Remember this thing. It is called personification. इसी को बोलते हैं personification. What do you mean by personification? When we give human attribution, when we give human characteristic to any non-human, that's called personification. And go at last फिर आप चले जाओ, मुझे उसमें फिलहाल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट प्लीज फिलहाल थोड़ी देर के लिए ठहर जाओ, सो दैट यू विल गिव मी प्लेजर. आई टोल्ड यू couple of things regarding this first stanza of the poem. See, one thing is rhyme scheme of the first stanza. I hope you will be able to get the rhyme scheme of second and third stanza by yourself. Your home assignment is rhyme scheme of last two stanzas. I hope you get it. Second assignment is name 5 blossoming trees of Jammu and Kashmir. You know, blossom उस फ्लावर को कहते हैं जहां से फ्रूट निकलेगा. हमारे जम्मू कश्मीर में बहुत सारे ऐसे ट्रीज हैं जहां पे फ्रूट्स निकलते हैं. आप कुछ नाम बोलिए, आप कुछ ट्रीज के नाम बोलिए. दिस इज योर second assignment. I hope you will do it yourself. Thank you very much for the time.